5:30, so we will begin our city council meeting. If we could, please stand. Let's pray. God, again, we thank you so much for today. We thank you for this great and awesome place that we get to live and call home. And God, I just pray that as we begin this meeting, that it would bring glory to you, that God, you would give us wisdom and understanding as we look to do business for the city, and God, how it would help our people. And that God, that also that you would be with the people of the city, especially those who are sick and ill. Lord, we just lift them before you. And God, we thank you so much for the grace that we have in Christ Jesus. In his name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Miss Valerie, can we have a roll call, please?
Councilor Dobbs.
Here.
Councilor Billy is absent. Vice Mayor Morgan.
Here.
Mayor.
Here. Okay, we have a quorum, so we will begin with the consent agenda. Line item number 5, approval of minutes, regular meeting, May 4th, 2026. Item number 6, approval of April 2026 treasurer's report. Item 7, approval of May 2026 payroll figures for the general fund in the amount of $112,905.26. 8, receipt of May 2026 claims, City of Eufaula. 9, approval of lease agreement with Community Action Resource and Development for the senior center portion of 121 High Street. 10, approval of maintenance agreement with the Oklahoma Department of Transportation for modification of traffic signals at US 69B and State Highway 9, Selman Road, and US 69B and Foley Avenue. Line item 11, approval of service agreement with Key Boys Area Transit System for public transportation services. And number 12, approval of interlocal agreement with McIntosh County for emergency management services. Okay. So do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I second.
Councilor Dobbs.
Yes.
Councilor Billy.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Okay. Consent agenda passes, so we'll move on to line item number 13 for the individuals for consideration. Discussion, consideration, and possible action on resolution number 26-06-01, adopting the fiscal year 2026-2027 budget for the general fund, airport fund, cemetery perpetual care fund, CIP fund, disaster emergency fund, health department fund, police account fund, police drug fund, and recreation fund. Do I hear a motion or any discussion? I know we followed the guidelines, and we had our public discussion, and there was no discussion for that. So any other considerations or motions
I'll make a motion
to approve?
to approve.
I'll second.
Councilor Dobbs.
Yes.
Councilor Billy.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Okay. So the budget for the 2026-2027 passes. Item number 14, discussion, consideration, possible action on lease agreement with Community Culture Church for the community center portion of 121 High Street. Mr. Jacob.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This item is to allow community culture to operate the community side of the community center the community center side of the building as a community center, which means they will handle the rentals for the section and make it available to nonprofit entities that serve a public purpose. For example, the free accounting services that come in every year for tax preparation, they'll continue to allow them to use that facility for free. And of course, the city will continue to have access to that space for free. This comes after the city did about $10,000 of improvements. We replaced all the lighting with LED lights. We replaced the kitchen appliances, the fridge, the stove, and we purchased new tables and chairs for the facility. So we think it'll be a space that we're proud to showcase, and the community can utilize more than they currently are.
Sounds like a lot of love went into that building.
Yes.
That's good.
And this is a one-year lease. We set the lease amount at $200 because it's a new process for all of us to see how it goes. And then we can reevaluate at the end of the year.
Okay, just for the record, what is the benefit to community culture to do this with the city, to partner with the city?
They also get use of the facility for any events that they want to have. Currently, many of their events fall under the free use, like Night to Shine.
Yes.
But I think they see it as another community outreach opportunity.
Okay. All right.
I don't have any issues or.
Sounds
Okay.
good. I should have clarified. They do get the rental fees from it. So that was a clear economic benefit that I should have pointed out. I'm sorry.
$200.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I would second.
Counselor Dobbs,
Yes.
Counselor Belli,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan,
Yes.
Mayor Hickman.
Yes. Okay. That line item passes. Moving on to number 15, discussion, consideration, and possible action on a tax rebate agreement by and between the City of Eufaula, Oklahoma and Tractor Supply Company pertaining to a proposed 5-year sales tax rebate of 1.75%. Mr. Jacob.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. The city was approached by Tractor Supply in their evaluation of locating in Eufaula. They requested consideration of a sales tax rebate. What that means is for every dollar in sales tax we receive from them, we would rebate essentially 50%, so 50 cents. It's estimated that over the 5-year period of this project, their sales tax would bring in approximately $800,000 to the city of Eufaula. So we would remit $400,000 back to them for that period. This is fairly standard practice, although it is the first time, to my knowledge, that the city of Eufaula has done it for recruitment efforts.
We do have someone to speak on this. Mr. John Burdine, if you would like to come up.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but I don't ever remember you fall over doing that, but you just really need to remember you're setting a precedent here. And yes, I don't think the council really realizes these companies that have come in and, oh yeah, it looks good on paper, but you're hurting a lot of businesses in town. You look at Casey's, comes in, looks good, but it put Fiesta Market out of business. They sold out. Look how they hurt Cheney's. Cheney's has now moved to Shakota. You look at Allsup's. They came in, oh, it's good. Do you even know who Allsup's is? Allsup's is Valero. Valero is Venezuela. They're owned by the Venezuela cartel. They have their own oil, their own refinery in Houston, their own stations. They've been up to I-40 for several years. They can make gas as cheap as they want to because they control the whole process. But when the Allsup's went in, who did it hurt? It hurt Hopkins to the tune, Mr. Booz, of 25,000 gallons per month. That is $1 million of revenue loss per year, every year. What happened? Hopkins sold. They're owned by somebody in Louisiana now. You look over here at Chris Powell, Ice Mill Bacon, lost 65% of his income. He went from a company being in the red to a company, in the black, to being a company in the red. Whenever he bought that 10 years ago, it was only, the lady said, 400,000, no interest, give me 40,000 a year. That's like 3,300 a month. He's having to take money out of his pocket now to make his mortgage payments. You also have to realize about Tractor Supply is, who does it hurt? Well, it hurts 2 feed stores. It hurts the hardware store down at Brahms, and hurt Sharps because they sell jeans and clothes out there just like Sharps does. So whenever you say, Mr. Foods, it's going to bring 100,000 in, but how much did they take away? How much did Casey's take away from Fiesta Mart? It probably took 50% or more. And they couldn't handle that. I don't know who owns it now. But you have to, also, another thing that you need to consider is, are you gonna make them put up a bond? Wonder if I think it's a poor location. And wonder if they leave in 4 years. Are you gonna make them put up a bond and say, hey, if you leave early, you gotta pay us back this deal. It's a 5-year contract. You need to pay us for 5 years. But I know Tractor Supply come in. Tractor Supply really doesn't bother me. To me, that's a poor location for them. And I like Atwoods a whole lot better because Atwoods has a very good sporting goods department, a lot better. And it's my understanding that they're wanting to come down here too. Mr. Foods, did they make an application to be out west to Eufaula or talk to you in any way about that?
They have not. They have not.
I'm sorry, my hearing.
Atwoods hasn't
Oh,
contacted.
Hatwoods.
Yeah.
Hatwoods went into that old Walmart store up there. They have a very, very bad rodent problem. She told me the other day, and I buy from Atwoods. That's what these stores like Atwoods, Tractor Supply, Boom Gars, they have really just cut the middleman out and selling direct. But their expenses and their overhead are so much that, like on dog food and stuff, I can compete with them. That's no problem. But the one thing they're starting to do is this price match. I have companies in Muskogee call me for a price match. Well, those people are in Muskogee. They're not going to come down and buy from me anyway. But they know I got the best price. They may call and say, how much is your feed? I tell them. Then they go in there and say, I can get it down at Birdine for X amount of money. But we don't get that. Another thing is, let's just say like dog food. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, it was me and Nelson's and 2 grocery stores. We got those, plus we got Lake Dog, plus we got Chewy, plus we got Amazon, and now we got Tractor Supply. Now, did the dogs double?
Mr. Birdine, friendly reminder that I think you've reached the conclusion of your 5 minutes allotted time.
Okay. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a bad precedent.
Gotcha. Thank you, Mr. John. Discussions from the council.
I don't know.
I'm not really a fan of the tax rebate idea on it. I don't mind a Tractor Supply van here, but I definitely don't mind, I don't like the tax rebate on it for just, my point of view of it is John had a good point of what he had to say, but I know that those guys never got a break on their taxes at a point. So why does a multi-million-dollar company get to come in here and have a break on theirs?
So the question is, it's like, because I know Shakota did that with their Walmart and stuff like that as well. So that's the rub, like, do you want, because I've had multiple people very excited about a Tractor Supply company.
Yeah, Tractor Supply would be great. Yeah.
So that's the kind of the standard
Standard
if you
practice
wanted to-
there.
Yeah. Now that doesn't mean that, I buy a lot of things from Mr. John, and, I will continue to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but, if you wanted to, say that, do you want to see growth? That's kind of a standard deal
Mhm.
in today's society, unfortunately, so.
Can you, can anyone give us an idea of how many people they intend to employ? Has there been discussion on that?
The application they provided said 10 to 15 full and part-time positions.
Mr. Roger, you got
Well,
anything?
we all want to see progress. We want to see Eufaula get better. And it's nice to have new business to come in town, but I know it hurts other people. But we want to be progressive. We want new business to come into town and succeed. And sometimes you have to take a chance. But it does hurt some of the people, but we have to keep thinking about growth and progress. And so that's my statement.
I would say ultimately, John, he had some great points. And I do, as a business owner, I understand that. However, a city is funded on sales tax, and to be able to address the needs of a growing city, we have to increase our sales tax base, and doing that is attracting businesses. We have to compete with Shakota. We have to compete with Chewy, like you said. And it's just, honestly, economics. We had Eufaula had an opportunity 20, 30 years ago to have Walmart come in. And I think there was a similar discussion as the one that's happening tonight. Had we accepted Walmart at that point, and Shakota probably would not have gotten it, Eufaula would have, we would be in a much different situation right now. I feel like our growth would be very comparable to what Shakota has, retail-wise. So ultimately, I do understand that it's going to affect the small businesses. But like you said, we're doing this comprehensive plan, and part of that plan is looking for ways to attract businesses to increase our sales tax base. I'm not 100% on board with the sales tax rebate for 5 years, but it is standard for any chain. That's pretty standard. I don't know. Is it something that the council normally tries to negotiate? And if so, do you know if councils generally are successful in that?
I would say it's something that the city normally negotiates.
Okay.
And we consulted with Retail Attractions, our consultant on this, and believe that this is a pretty fair request from them compared to what they receive with other cities.
Okay.
Because this is the lower, you told me this is the
This-
lower end.
Yes, this is on the lower end. It's my understanding.
And do you know, I know that whenever some chain businesses come in, they are locked in for a certain amount of time whenever that building is built out, the commercial building. So their lease is generally, say, for like 10 years or something like that. Do you have any idea?
And I don't recall if it's in this agreement. Oh, actually it is. The company has leased, so a developer will build the structure,
Yes.
and the company, Tractor Supply, has leased the property for a period of 15 years.
So 15, okay. And at that point, they have to relook at the lease and see if it's viable economically for them.
After 15 years.
What do you think?
I think to like kind of what everyone is going off of, one of the things that we are looking at, and one of the whole things why I was looking at getting on the council was because, I drive down the roads and they're absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
And one of the things, because we're trying to avoid, any more taxes. So how do you go about generating money?
Yeah.
And that's through business and sales tax. And so, especially when we look at in the future, agenda tonight, just on what we're trying to accomplish, I think that, this is something that we might come across more than once if we're looking at any more businesses coming in. So,
Which we hopefully will be, because we just contracted with Retail Attractions,
Mhm.
and it's their job.
so
Can I make another comment?
I'll let you make this one, buddy.
I understand what Mr. Booth is saying. They're gonna bring in this amount of extra income, but what I was trying to explain to you is they're taking it away, they took it away from Fiesta Mart. They took it away from Hopkins. They took it away from Ice Mill Bacon. They're gonna take it away from Sharps. That's the key, Mr. Booth, is the city really gonna grow, or are we just spreading it out, like I talked about the dogs? We're spreading more pieces of the pie. Is it really gonna grow the city? No, because we're just spreading it out amongst who's gonna do the selling and who's gonna collect the money. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's, and just to kind of address a little bit, when you have other businesses that come in, there's different economic,
Competition, there's gonna be
well,
competition.
yeah, there's different economic theories on
Right.
that, but when you add jobs, I kind of look at that as well.
Mhm.
10 to 15 jobs added.
And I do feel like we will, because of if Tractor Supply commits, that we will get some of the business that may have gone to Shakota to outlets, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think there's a Tractor Supply in McAllister that people shop at. I do hear you and I understand what you're saying about it taking business from it's a hard decision. It really is. You have to weigh the growth and
But the numbers are gonna tell you that.
Well, I hear you.
I do think too, I do want to make this comment because I shop with you all the time. That there are some of us that will obviously continue to do that because that's just where my heart is to go shopping. But I do know too that when Walmart came in to Shakota, that there was that first fervor, for that going to Walmart. But I do know too that a lot of the businesses that might have taken a dip, I don't have hard numbers, that Shakota has built itself back, with the competition, to be able to have those businesses stay, and I'm going to assume thrive because they wouldn't stay open if they weren't, so sometimes that draw from that chain will also get people into town that maybe wouldn't have ever discovered your place, so I'm not saying that I know exactly what will happen, but I do feel like that it's competition breeds people coming and they always say if you want to find one antique shops, go look for one. They stay on the
Yeah.
same street because one breeds all of them doing well. So,
game theory.
I would believe that for us as well.
Well, I make the motion to approve item number 15.
Can I make one more comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just curious on it. So say we did deny that right there. Does that just pull the entire thing out and they're just, nope, we're done, we're out, sorry about you? Or is it going to be like, okay, well, let's figure this out in another direction? I'm just curious on that. And this is just talking about the tax rebate.
Yes. I think if we knew that they wouldn't pull out, I would recommend denying it. It's the not knowing. Obviously,
knowing
they
of the other
presented
side.
this as their request and what they say makes it work financially for them.
Yeah.
But
That worked financially for me too.
Something that I worry about is if we deny this, our first kind of larger entity that wants to come into town, if we deny their entrance into our town because it's going to create competition, then it's going to be harder for our new company that's trying to negotiate with other companies to come, because it's going to appear, I think, like we are not friendly to that new business that we say we're looking for.
And my deal is with it is that I won't deny them because I don't like them. I use Tractor Supply all the time, but I'm not going to give you $400,000 back. Period.
We got a motion?
There is a motion.
I second.
Counselor Dobbs,
No.
Counselor Belli,
Yes.
Counselor Barton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan,
Yes.
Mayor Hickman.
Yes. Okay, moving on to number 16. Discussion, consideration, possible action on ordinance 26-06-01, amending and adopting new sections with Part 9, Chapter 3 of Eufaula Code of Ordinance, amending and setting forth definition, rules, and requirements relating to special events. Mr. Baker.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance is a modernization of our special event process. The current ones are very antiquated from the 1970s and 80s. This streamlines it. Probably the most impactful one will be that for larger event organizers, they'll be required to come and complete an application like normal. But any vendors associated with that event will fall under that application as an umbrella. So for Whole Hog Days, for the Wine and Arts Festival, and hopefully we can attract more festivals to the community. And this will just make it an easier process for them. They fall under a newer state law that essentially mirrors that says the event organizer is responsible for keeping up with sales tax remission for all of them. So that gives us some coverage on our side. And we'll just make it a lot more streamlined process. So they're not coming in here at 4 o'clock on a Friday because they traveled from out of state with their vendor booth. So happy to answer any questions.
That seems pretty straightforward.
The only thing this is lacking is a fee for the special event permit. I didn't realize we don't have one currently. So if council is interested in that, we'll bring it back at the next meeting for a resolution to amend the fee schedule. Internally, we were thinking $25 to $50, depending on what type of event it was, but we've got to think through that a little bit more.
Per vendor, 25 to 50 per vendor,
Per
or just the
event.
blanket per event?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe there's a way to tag on, per number of vendors as well. That's something we want to look at
Okay.
because we don't want to penalize, a startup event.
Right.
So.
Do you want us to add that to the motion? Like a fee?
That's not necessary. We'll just bring it back at the next
Okay.
meeting for that portion.
When when I had asked you a couple of questions about this, you had also clarified for me too, that under this ordinance, it would also, with the fees that we'll talk about next time, it would also put the financial burden on them for any extras outside of setting up for road blockage and stuff like that. Can
Yes,
you clarify that?
yes. I think this ordinance captures that pretty well on if it's a larger event and they come in and say, we're going to need 3 police officers, roadblocks here, and here. We can determine what that actual cost of the city is, not to make a profit off of it, but just to ensure that the city is not losing money by supporting an event.
Good.
So, and certainly we maintain leeway if it's a certain public event that has a public benefit, the city can still provide that service without a cost, but it gives us that ability to charge for it.
Thank you for clarifying.
Do I hear a motion to?
I make a motion to pass item 16.
I second.
Counselor Dobbs,
Yes.
Counselor Belli,
Yes.
Counselor Barton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan,
Yes.
Mayor Hickman.
Yes. Okay, that passes. Moving on to 16A, discussion, consideration, possible action to approve or disapprove emergency clause. In ordinance 26-06-01, do I hear a motion to approve the emergency clause?
I make a motion to approve the emergency clause.
I'll second.
Counselor Dobbs,
Yes.
Counselor Belli,
Yes.
Counselor Barton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hickman.
Yes, that passes. Moving on to number 17, discussion, consideration, possible action on budget amendment number 7A for fiscal year 2025 through 2026. Mr. J.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, and this item really leads into the next 4 or 5 items. This budget amendment appropriates the funding to purchase equipment for the streets division. So I'm happy to answer any questions about that. We would be purchasing a asphalt paver, a dual tandem roller, a new F-350 that can pull the asphalt paver, and a couple other pieces of equipment, including a skid steer. The total cost for all that's around $460,000. Let me see here. Yeah, around $460,000 in the budget amendment. It's pulling it from the fund balance of the general fund and the capital improvement fund. So this will allow us to I'm going to say triage the worst parts of our streets, similar to the water crew that responds to a water main break. This crew is not going to be laying down miles of new roadway, or just like water crew doesn't do. We would contract that out still. But for short sections, 50 feet, 100 feet, we can go out there and make those improvements and extend the life of our roadways.
I think that's a great step
The
forward.
equipment we're getting, do we have employees that be able to do that, or they
Good
have to be
question.
trained, or?
They will have to be trained, yes. The skid steer, most of them can operate, but the asphalt paver, something we've never had before. The company that sells it to us will come out and do a full day training. We have a meeting tomorrow with, I believe, the Oklahoma Asphalt Association that I didn't know existed until a few weeks ago. They're going to talk to us about some training options that they provide. And then also David Ford, the director of Muskogee Nation Transportation, is offered to come out with the crew to go through our first couple of laydowns with us and make sure we do everything properly.
Well, this is a step forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that when we asked for the 1 cent sales tax, we had 110 people says we don't want new roads. I don't want taxes. And 100 said yes. The only way we can solve the problem is go back to another 1 cent sales tax and see if the people be interested in spending $4 million to fix the roads. As we all know, there's about 40 miles of streets in Eufaula, and that's roughly $45 million. So to me, it seems like this is a step forward that we can at least start making the streets some better.
Sure.
I agree.
I like it. So do I need
Yeah.
Make a motion?
You want to make a motion?
I make a motion to pass item 17.
A second?
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Billy?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes. All right, that passes. Moving on to line item number 18, discussion, consideration, and possible action on resolution number 26-06-02, approving Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program Participation Agreement. Mr. Jacob, that's a lot.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. So generally for larger purchases, state law requires the city to go out for bid for those items. But there's also the option to enter into an interlocal cooperative, purchasing cooperative, which is what this is. And essentially that means that Sourcewell has already gone out and taken bids for skid steers and gotten back responses and identified the best pricing for it. And we're able to tack onto that and use the same bid pricing that they received. And so that's what we're going to use on the subsequent 3 items on here.
Is that something that we have to pay for to use?
No, there's no cost.
Okay.
So
But there is by having them doing the bids, there's that percentage that we can save on cost because they've gotten all of the pricing. And then we save on time
absolutely.
for
Mhm.
the employees of City Hall trying to get those bids.
Yes.
Yeah, save on a ton of time. I shop for machines daily and it's
Yeah.
a process.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Well, do I hear a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve line item number 18.
A second.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Billy?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes. Okay, that passes. Moving on to number 19, discussion, consideration, and possible action on purchase of Levoy asphalt paver from Kirby Smith Machinery Incorporated pursuant to Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program Participation Agreement and to Sourcewell contract for the total price of $124,500.
Make a motion.
I do
Do we
just-
need to talk?
I have
Talk
one,
about that?
I have one question. So do we get a, what is that? A guarantee, like for a certain amount of years that this is gonna run properly? There's a term for it, but I'm having a senior moment. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Warranty?
Yeah,
Yes,
they'll have a 5 to 6 year warranty on all of this stuff.
6-year warranty.
5 to 6,
5 to
somewhere there.
6.
Yeah, or they'll have an hour cap, which it'll be, 100 or not 100, but 15,000 hours or something.
Okay.
Big ones like that.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
I don't-
And this is all brand new equipment.
it is.
Okay.
And that's one reason that we like to buy new equipment. Then it comes with the training and we know it's going to hold up for a long period of time. So, and our crews know to take very good care of it. So
Good to know.
I make a motion that we pass line item number 19.
I'll second that.
Counselor Thomas?
Yes.
Counselor Felton?
Yes.
Counselor Gardner?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Warren?
Yes.
Yes, that passes, which Jake, I'm very excited about that. That's really awesome. So moving on to number 20, discussion, consideration, possible action on purchase of the tandem roller for Kirby Smith Machinery according to the agreement for the total price of $53,000.
I make a motion that we approve 20.
I second.
Counselor Thomas?
Yes.
Counselor Felton?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes. Okay, that passes. And number 21, discussion, consideration, possible action on purchase of John Deere compact track loader and angle broom attachment, cold planer attachment, and pallet fork attachment from P&K Equipment pursuant to the contract for the total price of $115,830.80.
I make a motion.
I second.
Counselor Thomas?
Yes.
Counselor Felton?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes. Okay, that passes as well. And discussion, consideration, possible action on purchase of a Ford F-350 and service bed from our local Sam Wampers Freedom Ford of Eufaula for a total price of $69,399.25.
I make a motion.
I second.
Counselor Thomas?
Yes.
Counselor Felton?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes, and that passes as well. Okay, moving on, we will take line item number 23 and 24 together and discussion, consideration, possible action to enter into executive session in accordance with 25 OS subsection 307B3 to discuss the sale of real property by the public body.
You need two votes.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We'll have to do that with a vote, and then we'll go into 24 as well. So do I hear a motion to approve line item number 23?
Motion to go into executive session.
Yes.
I make that motion.
I second.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Felton?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes, I was just testing our attorney and he passed the test. Good job. Just want to see if you caught that. And he did. Number 24, discussion, consideration, possible action to enter into executive session in accordance with 25 OS subsection 307B1 to discuss employment, hiring, employment, promotion, demotion, disciplining, and or resignation of the city manager, Jacob R. Fuse.
I make a motion, we go into executive session for line item 24.
I will second.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Felton?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes, okay, we will move into executive session. Good job. Stay on the ball, man.
Glad I got it.
It's okay. Yeah. You had that?
You're doing a good job. It's full-time job now.
It's a full-time job, but well, plus my own job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You're doing a good job.
Well, I appreciate
I
that.
like reading articles a little bit.
Well, I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. You did a good job. We'll talk to you soon.
Can I apply for an asphalt job? I do like this. Well, I want a job where you sit under the umbrella and.
That's the roller, you want the roller, we did not bid on it. Oh, really? If you didn't hear it,
Huh?
we ain't got the umbrella yet.
Oh,
That may be next year, that's one of them We met on team or something.
Maybe we'll come out the break and we'll just take a brush arm.
Absolutely. I don't know, man.
We'll just do the Rudy Redneck.
There you go. Hey, whatever works.
There you go. See you guys.
Have a good one. Put it off another day or two, it's supposed to be back down to 80. I can't. It's supposed to start raining Friday. All week, got to work last week. If it matters, Wednesday, we're gonna block off the Extreme RV, the entrance into the amphitheater. They're gonna concrete that manhole like. Oh. Don't matter to me unless somebody drives in. Well, I was gonna say, you hear about something going on over there, that's what it is. Okay.
You know what times?
9 o'clock,
Till they get finished.
till they get finished.
So that'll be 3:50.
Well, here's the deal, McCoy said that he got one before that. So he's hoping to be done by 9, 10 o'clock. Depending on how that goes, it may be 11, 12, 1. But the actual, what we're doing, all we're doing is concrete up above the flow line. So we're not pumping yard to yard, we're pumping probably 2 or 3, 4 yards.
Other people in case we call there.
Been midweek, late, but we won't be in here yet, so.
I don't know, maybe the fishes.
already here. Yeah, but that won't affect them down there.
No.
Should.
You only got, I drove through there, they got 2 or 3 maybe that are up in the RV park. They can go out the back end. Yeah, they can come in and out the back. Well, they need to still go in the front. Captain John will still be open the drive. We're blocking off on the side of that. You see down at the inlet where somebody went down there and broke the gate off the inlet? Right down here, going out on the jetty, not the end, the jetty. No. That gate that goes across and, yeah, somebody went down there, tore it off and threw it down the ground.
It was up.
You're right, I drove by there today, I was gone, they tore it down, threw it on the ground, we hauled it off, we're gonna put 2 concrete blocks up there. Kind of like my street signs? Yeah. You upset people when you put those up. No, I can't blame them. When I was younger, I wanted to do a lot of speed limit signs, but I just never did. They had us put 4 new signs on those, so.
Yeah.
I stole one and ran one over.
Have you ever put that ones up on front? On Front Street?
No, no. And then on the lake, the no glass containers, you're down to 1 sign there. I know, it's always lands in my lap. You better put something, I'll get something.
What's your first Yeah. Go by fast at times.
The gentleman found a ring house over there.
Yeah,
They found a ring house.
we found it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pure luck, I don't even know how I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over there didn't understand what I was talking about. It really didn't feel it.
Y'all found it down
Mostly, they came down, so we moved most everything
I don't know.
last week, and then, all the kids came in Saturday.
Coach Jack.
T-ball has been rained out and canceled, and postponed, so they went back today to play T-ball today, T-ball tomorrow. And I think we're
All
back.
my babies.
We've been dealing with that too.
Yeah.
All my babies look at me like I'm. Like is off.
That's right. Sometimes it's not, she's had, no.
Right.
I like it.
Street, 6'4".
Right.
2 years apart.
Well, a little less than 2 and a little more than 2, just works out right now, they're all.
Yeah. Certain times of the year.
It's the easiest part of having kids when they're little. Everybody's like,
Oh, well, let's figure it out now.
Listen, dude, my 4-year-old.
the older they get, the harder they
I
get.
sort of watch you.
My 4-year-old thinks he's, Ric Flair, just some little Steve Austin stuff or something, so. I don't know, it can't get any worse than this.
It's about one.
Yeah.
I got 2 girls.
I've got 2 girls, I've raised a stepdaughter, and I've got a little girl. And my 2 boys, one of them got an attitude problem when he was about 15. And the other one, you couldn't tell whether he was 6, 12, 20. He's just been cool as a cucumber his whole life, still is today. Now, the stepdaughter I raised, she was the greatest kid ever, most polite, nicest, sweetest girl, until she hit about 14 or 15. And then, my God, she went to bed one day, woke up the next day, and it was Satan laying in that bed, and it did not go away. And to this day, she's 22 now. 21, she's 21. And it's still there. I don't, wow, I mean, it was a flip of a. My little girl, she's supposed to be 12, she's just like a brother. Just cool as she can be now. I ain't gonna say that teenage years ain't gonna get, after what I've seen them do to the other one. I question life, that, yeah.
If I survived 5 girls.
5 of them.
You talked about
Did you have any boys in that tour, or was it just 5 girls?
Boy's the last one.
I got one girl, she's my oldest, and she already thinks she runs the household, and she's only 6, so.
Is she the only one?
She's the only
She
girl.
will run it until there's 3. Second one, those 2 will compete. By the time you have the third, you're like, I don't care. You just do it.
Listen, I got 1 girl and 2 boys, and I don't think I need a 4th one.
It doesn't matter what you think, what you might think.
Well, that's the question. She goes back and forth, we'll see.
But it is weird because my 2 boys, they're 27, 22, no, 23 now, 27, 23. And they grew up running around the woods, not iPhones, like games, they were fishing, hunting, all they did. My little girl, she's growing up more with electronics and, I mean, she already does stuff on the phone and computer like that. All they be able to do. But there's a big difference in just, you can tell. I mean, they act a lot alike, they have a lot of similarities, but when it comes down to it, the boys are simple.
Yeah.
And it's because they were brought up simple. I mean, there wasn't everything at the fingertips to get, you know, and her, on the other hand, when she gets passed off to that lucky guy, it's,
And we bought iPads for the 2 oldest kids about a year ago.
And I took them away in February, haven't looked back. They're just sitting on cost of collecting dust.
Smartest decision you made.
I don't even care, they can just rot. You know, 'cause now they go outside, just play. My boy was so excited about moving up here because we're going to go fishing. So,
Something you might want to run?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a press release to give it to Jacob. We're getting several elderly victims, that are getting scammed right now. And it's all publishers clearing that stuff.
Yeah.
They're sending them hundreds and hundreds of dollars in Amazon gift cards. So, I mean, we do they're taking like,
This expected out of me, so.
I know, she's about, three like in the last week.
That's crazy, the same type of a.
Same tax.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want $5 million, but you need to pay us for the taxes.
right.
The processing fees, but we want it all paid in Amazon gift cards. And they're doing it.
It's crazy how it is, getting people to clone, you know, they're like, you get a phone call and it sounds like your child, but because so many people are doing videos and things on social, you can snag that, sound like that, recreate it, send it back. And so they're like, they hear their granddaughter on the phone, or whatever, that's terrible. Yeah, send it to us.
I always try to put it out, because it comes in waves.
If you're somebody's grandma, anybody, but you really.
Yeah, like this old guy, he was balling, because, you know, it was $800, might as well have been $8 million for him, you know. What? Oh, I'm not cussing.
Cushion.
Oh, is that right? So you settled in? We're getting there.
We just got the keys to the house on Friday.
They're still young, you said?
Yes.
So they're not, they don't have the,
At first
the
it's
pushback of
$10,
the
and then
move.
you really just get used to it.
The 6-year-old is a little upset because she's got her friends and everything, you know. The other two, the youngest, probably Bradley realized.
Right, like, this is the time.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's just a shroud cover for light.
That's good. Get outside and do that kind of thing.
That's cool. No, not red dots for everybody. Or red dot, you know, get beat up.
Pretty fancy.
Crazy balls for us having so much.
It's far, that is.
I mean, for the department, it's all. When was your first official day?
Oh, it was fantastic, buddy, let me tell you. Oh, you're talking.
You enjoying yourself
Okay, yeah,
back there?
absolutely.
It is.
It's a good place to work for. It really is.
We're actually pretty close to the water. Take fishing all the time. I used to tell everybody, you know, if he had his way, we live in the lake. I mean, we were in fall, so we might as well. I guess he went out on that. I guess you have both, not yet, on the next purchase. settled in, and we're gonna have a greenhouse in Thorold, and it's never my sort
Find a friend that's got one. That's the way you go about it. Find a friend that's, yeah, I got one. You find a friend that's got one. It's cheaper, it's more convenient, you get off the water and you get your truck going. That's a lot.
That's called me.
Yep. You have friends you didn't even know you had. Yep. You're always a cool kid or something.
So trying, once I fire that motor up, you're helping.
This summer there is. That ain't no joke when we have this year. It's double. I can imagine it would be there.
We just filled up the rescue boat, and that was a month ago when the prices were still low. It was still, what, 200?
It was up.
It was 5 something a gallon on the water.
Half tank, so we gotta fill up the units, and $7 again.
Our neighbor had a cobalt, and we were with him one time on it, we went over to Marine over here and filled it up. He put $300 in it, so he said a half tank. But yes, so I made the comment, so you're full next, yeah, that's full now, so about $600 for that. I was like, well, that's good, run all summer, ain't it? He said, no, he said, I'll fill it up 4 or 5 times this year. And his whole thing is, he don't have a desire to fish. All he likes to do is take kids out and pull them tubes. He loves taking kids out.
That's good. He's not a predator.
No, he's a really, really great dude, but anytime a kid wants to go out, he'll run around. But, oh, man, that's maybe one. So they get together and like that business.
Yeah, absolutely. See where he was coming. His argument, but a lot of it, it's not really going to affect anyone else. It's really. I shot the trucks, it's not anything that.
Really deep recovery.
Well, what they need to look at, this town is nothing more than retail stores, all have the exact same. Feed stores, parts stores, and restaurants, that's all this town is. There's nothing else here. Having something different here, it's not gonna draw people, and I mean, people's not gonna drive you follow the Tractor Supply. If they wouldn't have drove here to go somewhere.
No, when I drove to Chicago and in Callister to go to Tractor Supply, and that was weekly,
Right.
you know, so. They'll be gaining more money because I'm gonna stay in town, you know.
They'll gain from who's here, because everything that's, they're talking about being here, Tractor Supply is already on the north side of this. I mean, people ain't gonna travel here for that, but people here will shop locally and stay here. But they, I think the folks need to want something other than gas stations, restaurants, so.
I went to,
There's much gas stations.
my son's doing that was, when I dropped $1,000 this weekend, or last week at Atwoods, on Benson. When Tractor Supply was there, got money to stay there.
And they were right, that was, to me, it's a better store than a Tractor Supply. But
It is, and we get free popcorn.
absolutely, yeah, that's a perk.
Sporting section is covered.
This poor town fumbles football when they didn't accept one. This town would be 10 times better if they won.
You know, there's two sides to that, because like, I moved here because it's how it was the town I grew up in as a kid. If it was bigger, I wouldn't want it.
Oh, no, absolutely, I wouldn't.
But I live far enough out of town, that's never gonna grow, at least in my lifetime, so.
And I understand what you're saying as far as that part of it, yes. But they're talking about the streets, they're talking about the rest. This town, is realistic, it wasn't that like,
Oh,
this
yes,
town would be like
it'd
this.
be a ghost town.
Walmart would have been the heart and soul of this town.
Oh, absolutely.
And would it have been for the whole person that wants a little hometown like we grew up in thing? No. But as far as the town itself, being able to afford to fix the roads and being able to afford this and that, that was the answer.
Ones that aren't even open here more, I mean, they open like 2 or 3 days a week at most. So, I mean, that's basic retail space. Something that is always gonna stay open. Should be growing.
At the same time, look at the calendar. And I'm pretty familiar with it. It's Indiana work, McDonald's, and all that stuff. Used to be happening there, every business.
Oh, yeah.
So then you have the new shopping center that went out there, Walmart, where like Gibbons and all that was at. Now you have everything moving out towards the new shopping center on the highway. It's just all the businesses are just moving with it. The growth really is there. It looks like it's growing, but that shopping center, if you that shopping center, have to get everything in.
You're talking back in the Radio Shack days.
Yeah.
When you pulled into Tantown, every building there had something in it.
Radio Shack, JCPenney.
Ain't none of them been open since I moved out here. I go there for Harbor Freight and
Oh, I do too.
the Italian restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Mother meal.
Is it better than Crab's? Roseanne and them?
Better than Pete's.
I don't like these.
It's
Pete's is like a tourist attraction.
Yeah,
Roseanne's, that's where we.
I like Roseanne.
I've never been to Roseanne's. I think it's a lot better than Pete's. The lady said it was an experience going to Pete's, because it was like, oh, you got your own private room.
Right, they have yours.
Yeah, they had good beer. Took a lot of work.
Did you get the sample tray?
I may have.
You can get the sample platter and actually bring you a platter. Cut.
Back in the peach bell.
That's exactly what I said, peach and best.
Back of something else. But you gotta drink the peach quick, otherwise the last couple of them I had, their staircase was weird. Still trying to buy.
Oh, yeah, when you get through the water. Donate it and let them use it with the stipulation that we still have full access. To extra land out there and we still have the right of way down the road. Because Jay was talking about moving the fire department out there and he said something about eventually moving us out there. Which is fine, it doesn't matter, but I mean, there's, you don't use them buildings, they fall apart. you know, some sets just runs. They're not big enough for anything we would ever use them for. We really ready around cool.
I'm just saying, it only gets utilized.
It's not even the airport, that's.
Yeah. But I mean, the chambers and then when they had it before that, whoever that really was. And when Paradigm's done that, they had play days. Because that was my stepdaughter was talking about, she had a friend that she lived in, that's all she got in the right portion of it. Every weekend we were going up there. I horses and play and, but after they got rid of it, the other group got it. And now you never hear of anything going on and
No, it's, I mean, like, our rodeo grounds, we used to do, our spring, summer, we did Friday night arena, so, the girls would come in and they do their barrel racing for a few hours, and then somebody would bring a trailer of calves, and there'd be some, you know, calf roping,
I wouldn't see a big deal on, you know, letting that happen. Have flag and lights.
we want everything, but we don't want to do it before, that's like, everybody, he said they were having the last. I just remember having the lights already.
Dog fight wasn't even over. We rolled them over and I'm trying to get rid of
Well, we created that beast, I'm just gonna say.
I know.
In the short time I've been here, that we created that beast.
And I was even on the lawn, that's just way.
Just don't remember. So I just don't remember. It might be over, I can go home grass.
And we mow the library, and that's not a big deal, I mean, that's one of our buildings, we mow it.
We're getting like, yeah, very good analysis on his hands, so I don't know how to labor. Weeks ago, they went on vacation.
How was your cruise?
10 days.
And that one cruise ship, everybody on it catch walleye or something.
I hope so.
In the sea for 40 days.
I'm fine with that. Just keep it sure there's good food. I don't care. Let it stop off.
That's happening.
Yeah, you did all the cruise.
No, I think what you're going to do is pretty cool. I've got some friends that they're real big on the Alaskan cruise. They've been on it several times and they love it.
It's like, because I don't turn my phone on.
Where are y'all getting on ship at?
Washington, Seattle.
Wow. So that's a pretty good job just to be there.
Well, we're gonna fly out of Tulsa, land in We're gonna land in Washington, we stay the night there. And then the shuttle will pick us up at the hotel and take us to the port, which is like 45 minutes away from where our hotel is. That's pretty cheap. It was like $24 for a shuttle drive for all of us. Per person, yeah.
So you booked the Spirit, did you?
No. No. I booked United. Before years ago.
What's the point of doing it now?
Yeah,
We already talked about everything we want to talk
I
about.
already talked all the smack.
Oh, good, I'll rewind and watch.
Don't worry, it's really.
Yeah, I will edit it and make it really loud and big.
I started saying, when we start talking about your vacation, she comes here and turns all lights off. Started to get boring.
Is it gonna be a good vacation?
Huh?
Is it like a good vacation? Where are you going? Who's going?
Left mine, so I can get her.
You know what you can't see on the camera?
It's 8 o'clock, it's my bedtime. I'm out.
There's been some that have been pretty quick. Most of them are pretty quick. Except for,
Fired up when they're still talking about annexation. I've seen.
there's a new like food truck or something, the Blue Barrel or
You
something.
call it Cusiana Italiano Alago?
That's the one.
That's what we have.
Well, that's the name of that one?
Yeah. Yeah, it's new, a year ago.
Well, I've eaten there, but I didn't know that was the name of it.
The chamber did one the other day, like the Blue Barrel or Blue Bucket or something.
Is that this one right here?
I don't know where it's
Yeah,
at.
back by the,
Paint store?
they kind of moved, but that's where they were. The Latina room or something's gonna open. The Chinese ones, but I think they're just doing a couple of like soups and salads or something.
Kind of a bistro.
Yeah.
Y'all eat at this Italian restaurant?
Well, yeah.
What do you think about it? Everybody on here's hyping up, saying better crib, ever thought about being, and I eat there 3 times.
Yeah. It was good food. I'm not saying it was bad, but it wasn't my Roseanne's.
Yeah,
Chicken farm
exactly.
special.
Yeah. What I eat too. You work there?
For the city girls.
Really?
I don't like Pete's. Pete's would give us, that's where we go for like a Christmas dinner and all that. They take the whole city out to Pete's and all that.
After 2020, they changed everything though. Like they changed the ravioli. I used to love the ravioli.
Yeah.
And it was like a lasagna noodle with something in it or something now.
I think they're much of the menu off too. I ain't got half the menu they used to have.
Now, I still prefer their salad. Rosettes. I like to eat salad, but like I said, the raviolis have changed, a lot of the stuff has changed. Not the same.
Yeah.
They started going way more commercial than homemade than they used.
First time we got it, I was like, are y'all gonna go back to your ravioli? Like 2020 is over, everybody's done cutting back, are y'all gonna go back? She said, no, the people like it. I'm like, no, the people don't.
No.
It's not the same. Then.
Have you ever tried some of our local cuisine yet?
Subway.
Captain John's.
I did try Captain John's, yeah. That was really good.
I like the tongue.
Yeah, I ain't been in that one. Like on Marina.
Haven't been to the one off, like, over by North Beach.
That's a pretty good
Yeah,
shot.
by some movies.
Ever got really good entrees, like appetizers. Yeah, they're really good. If you drinking enough of those. No, it's all pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's that fire roasted.
Yeah.
When I was saying about. They got some interesting toppings.
Yes.
They're different.
I don't think before I go over there, we're still, I will be going over there, but I need to go check.
Restaurant's good.
Which one?
Because
I like them. You want them better?
first time I ate there, it was good. But I don't know, and this was when they first got going, and I don't know if maybe they were in between cooks or what, but there was a difference of night and day from the first time I ate there to the second, third, and fourth time I ate there. But David was there all the time.
The owner, Jack Cook, again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he wasn't down there for a little while.
He wasn't cooking when,
He said he fired the chef, the last,
well, I know,
I like the pizza too.
yeah, I like them, man, they're good.
Haven't went to Washington, we've had it catered, but haven't actually ate there yet.
That's what they're good. I've eaten there a handful of times, and it's never been bad. But sometimes it's really good, it's got some meat are really good, and I've eaten there a couple of times. And the brisket's real bad about it. I don't know if sometimes they trim it up better or a different cook maybe, but sometimes they just, like they cut a chunk off and whatever on it. Get to it, it bites me, there's some fat. I'm not a picky person, I know me, but. When I heard the Dobbers, I heard it had. I was gonna go there, somebody told me, I was actually gonna go there any month, and I said, don't want.
The other day, and it wasn't horrible, but it's free for us. Makes it a little
But that
better.
makes a lot better. Now, the little cafe right down from it,
Lake Country Mountain.
I like
Yeah.
it. It's got a really good breakfast too.
I lost Arcos there in Longtown.
I've never eaten that.
That's where we used to go all the time when I went to Longtown and Los Arcos.
More song really good.
You leave the trail.
Always the clickers to come in your mouth.
Sorry.
People sound good.
No job security lines. You ever got attacked by mayflies yet?
Oh my God, did the front door at the PD this morning?
They're awesome, ain't they? You walk by and kick a bush or hit a tree, and I mean, there's a million of them come out.
Oh, my God.
We had simple signs in the windows. Solid. You can see them all of them dying.
Going to work this morning, man, my windshield, I used a whole gallon of windshield washer fluid. You'd go through a little patch that, gotta go to your window solid black. It was pretty cool.
So where'd you end up? You're over River Oaks area?
Yeah.
What road?
Choctaw Drive.
Okay. You're over there near Tyler.
He's one of yours. He's one of your, yeah, he's just down the street like a block.
Where the restaurant
Yeah.
Show you? Yeah, that's my lieutenant. He's a good dude. Are you buying or renting?
I'm renting right now.
Are you like right around the corner from him?
I'm not even around the corner, I'm just down the street.
How far?
Half a block.
Okay, no.
Where all those cookie cutter houses are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had another officer that had to let go, and he was around the corner basically from Tyler's home. And I know that he just recently moved, so I thought maybe he was down at that house.
There's one thing I noticed real quick, after I accepted the job down here, everything finding rent houses.
Yes, it's difficult.
That was an adventure.
You got one?
I'm selling it, I ain't ready to
There you go. Got new floors in it.
Yeah.
It's right down here on water. It's on Broadway.
Got brand new hardwood floors in it.
Don't drive by right now, I haven't mowed it.
It's got brand new hardwood floors in it, Lee said that sounds like the house I'm selling that has brand new hardwood floors in it.
Oh, we had an issue with, it's one of the original homes out here, it's 1910. It's all, well, when my wife bought it before we were together, she lived next door to a brick house forever. And it was, she always loved that house, and it came, up for sale. And she bought it, but the people she bought it from, they'd already gone through, had all the plumbing redone, and PEX, all the electrical redone. But I started seeing there was some water issues, and what it was the surface water, because it was literally, some of the foundations were rocks and boulders and shit. Fixed all of that, and then lined everything, diverted the water, and so ended up putting all new subfloor and joists. Still gotta finish the flooring, and, I tore out half the deck, I replaced the deck. Pretty house. Yeah, it's a neat house, through there, not too bad. Just, I don't have enough time to get over there and get it knocked out, so I get the pieces of it. But I rented it to one of my officers, and that was a horrible mistake. Oh, I won't do that again.
When the one we're selling back in Cushing back in September, water heater rusted out underneath it, and the drain pan was plumbed into the crawl space.
Oh.
We were out of town for a week. Come back, and my floors were all done this.
Oh, God.
So we got brand new subfloor, brand new hardwood floors, all through. Us, all being finished up in October.
No, that's my next beast when I get back from my trip. I gotta start, get over there, and that's what I'll spend every night after work.
You can walk up the middle of the street and see the lake, called Lake Road.
No, when the lake floods, it is lake road, it comes right into the backyard. The cool thing is it's city property, so nobody can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody can ever build in front of the back, but nobody can ever build in between us and the lake, so.
That's all part of the core.
Yeah, and it's all right there, I mean, it's walking distance to the pavilion. You know, if you got kids, walking distance to the water park, the frisbee place, what do you call that thing? It's frisbee one. Yeah. Yeah.
You know that Connex box we bought, we put out the yard?
Mm-hmm.
This is his website. He took a picture of it, put it on his website. That's our yard, and that's the big building out there to the back. Didn't know you could just do that. You had to get permission.
Is it his box?
We purchased it, we bought it, he brought it out there, said, I guess, took a picture for it. Not a big deal, but I didn't know you could.
Why does it say it's free?
Free clothes.
Oh,
It was only $2,000 for 40-foot Connex.
that's not bad.
The way they build the shop now, they get 2 of them Connex boxes and get 40-foot rafters. And just basically getting up there and all welding them together, and then you have 2 sidewalls of Connex boxes, you have a 40-foot open area to close. All you have to do is put a back on it, put a metal roof on it.
Snap.
And your Connex boxes
Or
are
storage.
already storage on both sides, but they work as insulation too, so you ain't got insulation. Then all you gotta do is insulate the back wall and put your front door on it, you have a shop. Oh, that's starting to be a big thing now. I've seen some rafters on here, they're 40-foot rafters with legs welded on them to go over, and it goes down and actually welds onto the Connex boxes. That's how you can hook it up to them. Then you sheet it and then take your tin out over the Connex box, give it a double layer roof, and then it runs all the water off the sides, and you actually have a 40-foot by 40 by 40 shop, open floor area.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing you have to do after that is literally put tin on the roof and then put tin on both ends, or door, double bay doors, or however you want to go about doing it. I mean, not counting concrete, you could have a 40 by 40 shop for $8,000. And you go build a 40 by 40 shop, you're gonna spend $40,000.
I just got a quote for 30 by 30. That was, that did not include concrete. Concrete bid was $6,000. So I was like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty neat what they've done. I've seen that, and I thought,
People been building houses out of them too.
Yeah. Where was I? I was somewhere, Puerto Rico. My brother and I went there, and they were stacking them like this. And it was, but that was their houses, and it was like, welded together, and it was like, it looks so ghetto, but it's so cool at the same time.
Right. That's where I'm okay at that so cool side of the spectrum with my wife's on, that's very ghetto, don't even think about it.
you're not taking your needs into consideration until. That's being bullied is what you're being.
But is it being bullied?
You're being bullied by your wife.
Yeah, the kids too.
Oh, you're never going there.
Now, the Connex boxes, that's good for kids. That's great,
Well, no, it benefits her too, because you got your shop, she's got 2 40-foot long storage containers. That's Her building is, and this is your building. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. That way your area don't get cluttered. Y'all cleaned out that house though, didn't you? And moved everything out there?
We ran that thing fully flourished.
Oh, did you?
Those shops, those Davis buildings that are out there, they're fully livable, they're fully insulated, power, AC, heat. All our stuff, so. Finish remodeling it, and said, your job is to empty out those units. I could just went up one giant yard sale, put all that crap out in that front yard. When you yard sale, give it away.
Fully redone. $5,000. That's real cheap.
Did that for just my pump, I paid that for my boat.
But everything, the decking, everything on it, canopy,
Yeah.
everything brand new.
Yeah, I paid that for mine, and I've had to redo. I've had to do from the deck all the way up top.
I mean, they got the lawn furniture,
Yeah,
but,
yeah, well, yeah,
I mean, it ain't gonna run if it's wet.
that price. Okay, so.
Yeah.
That's nice, that'd be a good one.
It's 200, yes, too.
That's still on single cost.
We'll see. If it stays pretty close to that, I'm trying to snag it.
Where's that, Florida,
No, that one's in Texas.
Texas?
That's a Texas one for get that Texas kangaroo.
My only concerns about Texas and Florida boats like that is the salt water.
That's a central Texas. That's not
Okay.
Gulf Coast. Texas.
Okay, yeah, because I've ran into some really good boat deals in Florida.
Yeah.
No, salt water, they don't flush those things. Destroys them. There's a lot of laughing and stuff going on. I know basketball ladies. Comes here, and I.
You know, I ain't go by the house after, or I was like, oh, it was ready out. Dogs is not really inside. It's not really out of the house.
Inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay, you might have some cleanup.
You know the thing about a Yeti, it's so insulated, you've seen this thing where people are drilling holes and spraying spray foam in them to insulate them to make them like a Yeti. I swear to God, we went to the lake this weekend. This, and that's why I took a picture, was in the back of someone's truck parked at Belgrade. They spray foamed the outside of the ice chest. Oh, true story. I seen that and I thought, wow.
Makes sense.
There's a car driving around town. I seen it the other day. It's got the trunk and everything has been taken off and they blow the truck back in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said it's Monday, they're closed.
But normally, in all honesty, the meetings only last 30, 45 minutes. Most of them. We get some of this, projectors.
Want to do the roll call?
First one I've ever been to was, they did roll call, there was only 2 people there, and they adjourned.
Yeah, we ain't had enough like quorum before that.
I was relieved because that was supposed to be one of those like, 2-3 hour meetings, and only 2 commissioners showed up, and we ended up with it.
Midday meetings, it's a special meeting or something. I don't know what it was, but
They had in session.
well, yeah. So we had that, and it's about the street. Are we up to 3rd, John? Are we off on the 3rd of July?
The 4th's on Saturday, ain't it?
Yeah.
So then
We would rather be off that Monday.
try to get that.
You gotta do the whole day when you're off.
I don't think that's some kind of time that we're working on anyways.
But that's all we're coming from. Maybe a little closer to it.
Yeah. Most of us will be running around ragged if we can try to play.
Maybe fishing this weekend. Ellie needs to have another book of run. Next weekend.
That one, is that the big one, or the big one's in August? What's the big Oklahoma? Remember?
I think that's in August, that's right there.
Is it one for Wall?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the big one that, yeah,
because we have to take all the barricades and everything down to the marina and
yeah, that's the one that definitely has the most opportunity for a water accident.
Is there some boat show or something coming? Weeks too. Somewhere over on Nichols Point.
I don't know, is it number 9, put something on it? Yeah, I don't get all this information since I don't have social media.
I have to ask you. Make sure they're wearing the boots.
I'm still on Marketplace, you don't have social media.
I got a wife.
The Marketplace is like important, dude.
Well, if I tell her, if I want something like my last live scope, I said, start looking on Marketplace when you find live scopes, let me see.
Gotcha.
June 20th is Surf in the Summer at Nichols Point, hosted by Gary Nichols.
Oh,
They'll be
okay.
doing on-water demos for wakeboarding boats.
Yes, you are right, we're doing security.
Sammy normally does our wakeboarding deal.
Yeah, Sammy Surf Shop.
Mm-hmm.
They have SPF and August too.
Yeah, I think Josh is doing the security detail for them for that.
I don't know water events this year.
I think we'll last year was slow.
I was adding it up, that's the fifth drowning in Parkland Lake in the last year. We had 2 last year on Pittsburgh County side, and 3 so far this year.
I really like the idea of getting those like, dealers out there.
Yeah.
Is the core just dragging their feet or?
Just wait on the permits, it's just a process. Because it has to go to the district councils.
Here they are. Oh, they're still out there? The press was here.
Make a motion.
Mic is
to go
on.
into
We're hot.
Possible action, oh, did we make a motion? I second to go back into regular session.
Oh, you just need to just call a regular session.
Oh, just call it regular session. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we will now be in regular session. Continuing with line item number 25, possible action on matters discussed in executive session, and that there is no action. So, item 26, council, do you have any remarks?
I would just like to say that the city has done a great job around the lake. We looked really nice and clean for the holiday. The beaches look good. The new tables are great. I've heard a lot of people appreciate those.
People were using them.
Yeah,
They were out, they were using all of the equipment, and it's amazing.
And I would just like to say too, just with the way the city's moving forward, I'm very happy with our city manager.
Yes.
Yes.
And the job he's doing. And so we are very thankful for you, Mr. Jacob. So again, man, thank you very much. Okay, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
yes.
And Mayor Hickman?
Yes. Okay, moving into our Eufaula Public Works Authority. Ms. Valerie, can we have a roll call, please?
Counselor Dobbs?
Here.
Counselor Dobbs?
Here.
Counselor Barton?
Yes,
Vice Mayor
here.
Morgan?
Yes, here.
And Mayor Hickman?
Here. Okay, we have an agenda. Moving on to the consent agenda. Number 2, approval of minutes, regular meeting minutes for May 4, 2026. Item 3, approval of May 2026 payroll figures for the Works Authority in the amount of $44,197.51. Item 4, receipt of May 2026 claims, Eufaula Public Works Authority. Item 5, approval of change order number 6 for the CWSRF sewer project. Item 6, approval of pay application number 30 for the CWSRF. I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
A second.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes. Item 7, discussion, consideration, and possible action on resolution number 26-06-03, adopting fiscal year 2026-2027 budget for the Eufaula Public Works Authority Fund, Meter Fund, and Eufaula Public Works /CWSRF Fund. Do I hear a motion to?
I make a motion that we accept.
I second that motion.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Darling?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes. Item number 8, discussion, consideration, and possible action on budget amendment number 7B for the fiscal year 2025 through 2026. Mr. Jacob.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This is to provide the funding for item 10, which is a new dump truck for the water crew for $113,000. In addition to that, and previous item 6 was the final payment for the sewer line replacement project. And so this is just rebalancing that budget now that we're at the end of it, utilizing OWRB loan proceeds and accounting for that in here.
With the new dump truck.
Not using it for the dump truck, 2 separate things.
Yes, okay.
But yes.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
A second.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Counselor Darling?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan?
Yes.
Mayor Hickman?
Yes. Okay, that passes. Moving on to number 9, discussion, consideration, possible action on resolution number 26-06-04, approving Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program Participation Agreement.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, similar to the action taken on the city council side, this is just entering into that purchasing cooperative.
I make a motion to accept line item number 9.
I second. Sorry.
Counselor Dobbs?
Yes.
Council Morgan, Belly,
Yes.
Council Martin.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hughes.
Yes. Okay, moving on to number 10, discussion, consideration, possible action on purchase of International Motors dump truck from the Holtz Truck Centers pursuant to the cooperative purchasing agreement for the total price of $113,590.50.
Do we have the funds to do that, or where the funds coming from then?
Yes, it will come from the Eufaula Public Works Authority fund balance and through that budget amendment that was just taken up. And this is important because we currently have one dump truck. It needs a little bit of repair work, but not much. But the water crew uses the dump truck more. So this is purchasing them a new one, and the current one will go to the street division.
Do I hear a motion?
I have a motion to approve the buying of a dump truck.
A second.
Councilor Dobbs,
Yes.
Councilor Belly,
Yes.
Councilor Barton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hughes.
Yes. Okay, that passes. Congratulations on the new dump truck. Number 11, discussion, consideration, possible action on the use of the Oklahoma Cooperative Liquid Asset Security System, Oklahoma class, for investments of the water meter deposit fund. Mr. Jacob.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this authority's previously approved entering into an agreement, an interlocal agreement with Oklahoma Class. We just wanted to come back before the authority to confirm that it's okay to invest the water deposit funds in it. Those funds are obviously restricted. They're the deposits of the customers, but placing it in this will at least allow it to accrue some interest. So we estimate it'll generate just under $8,000 a year in interest.
That's good.
That's great.
What was that number, just under 8,000?
Yes.
Okay, all right, free money.
Do I hear a motion for that?
I'd make a motion for that.
A second.
Councilor Dobbs,
Yes.
Councilor Belly,
Yes.
Councilor Barton.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hughes.
Yes. Okay. And item number 12,
Motion adjourned. I make that.
I second. I second that.
Councilor Dobbs.
Yes.
Councilor Belly.
Yes.
Councilor Barton.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hughes.
yes. Okay. Moving into the Eufaula Economic Development Authority. Ms. Fowler, can we have a roll call, please?
Councilor Dobbs.
Here.
Councilor Belly.
Yeah.
Councilor Barton.
Yes,
Vice
here.
Mayor Morgan.
Yeah, here.
And Mayor Hughes.
Here. Okay. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Okay, so number 2, approval of minutes. Special meeting of May 7th, 2025, June 2nd, 2025. Regular meeting, April 6th, 2026. Regular meeting, May 4th, 2026. And I think we need a motion to approve that. Okay, approval of the minutes.
I'd make a motion to approve all of the minutes.
I second that.
Councilor Dobbs.
Yes.
Councilor Belly.
Yes.
Councilor Barton.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hughes.
Yes. Okay. And number 3, discussion, consideration, possible action on resolution number 26-06-05, adopting fiscal year 2026 through 2027 budget for the Eufaula Economic Development Authority Fund.
Make a motion to approve line number 3.
I second that.
Councilor Dobbs.
Yes.
Councilor Belly.
Yes.
Councilor Barton.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hughes.
Yes. Okay. Do I hear an adjournment?
Make a motion to adjourn.
A
I'll
second.
second. We all second. We all second.
Councilor Dobbs.
Yes.
Councilor Belly.
Yeah.
Councilor Barton.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Morgan.
Yes.
Mayor Hughes.
Yes. And the Eufaula Industrial Authority regular scheduled meeting is canceled at this time. We are dismissed.